Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. My name is Wolverine, and previously we completed PB's companion quest, which involved falling onto a volcano. Still mad about that. And I redid the ending and didn't subject you to all of it, just the fun bits. And now Sam is saying, because we've achieved 100% viability on every planet, we've got a special thing to do back on Habitat 7 where the game started and Dad died, and I really didn't think we'd ever want to go back to that place. I'm not even sure if we recovered the body. Oh, Lexi.
Are you sure? I have some good ones.
I'll make sure he goes, Lexi. Thank you, Cora. You're up first, by the way.
Ha!
Shit.
Yeah, Lexi is not letting duty slip just because we've finished the main quest, my dear. How are you doing?
Meridian, at last. There's still so much to do. For the Nexus, the Angara, but not today. Today, we get to feel good about winning.
It's almost like we have a regular job now.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Well, you might not be. It's just occurred to me, like quite recently, that these are the only people on the ship. Your team, as it were. On previous games, you had like a dozen or so just regular people doing regular jobs, and these guys were just sat around doing nothing. How you doing? Hey, look, I found someone more stupid than you.
Hey, Pathfinder. Still passing that mess with Varan and Callan. I made sure the Nexus data will be changed. Kesh is none too happy, but she can blame me. The important bit is you. I want you to know I understand your decision, and Varan does as well.
Let's not revisit that, all right? Eyes on the future.
Agreed in every way. I'm already making plans. I've arranged a thing on Eos for everyone. It's time I gave back, not just go from crisis to crisis. Sam has the nav points, dress light.
A thing. Last time you arranged a thing, we ended up upside down in space, and that's hard to do. Yeah, I got another quest anyway. Ciao.
So. Isn't this the best time to be alive? Yeah, I've decided it is.
Or the best time to be awake, as the case may be.
No, awake and alive. Because if you weren't here, you'd be dead. Best time to be alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Though I don't know how we top this feeling. For now, maybe we don't have to. I'll see you later, John.
Stay strong and clear.
Always a confusing delight speaking to you, Jal. I don't want to start asking him personal questions that you're supposed to ask when you first meet him, because it seems weird that his answers now would be introducing himself, his character, and his background. I feel like I've missed that boat. The game allows you to do it, but I just feel it's odd. It's like, what's an Angara? Seriously? We just set up an embassy on your Nexus and you're asking us what we are now? It didn't make sense. Nobody in here. I could always use the map. Oh, apparently I've got more people to unfreeze. I thought I'd already done this. You nerds. Oh, there's still more people to unfreeze. Quite a few. I'm not sure how I'll unlock those, because I'm pretty sure we've finished the game. Well, not completely finished, but, you know.
A toast to the vanquished.
The Archon, face down, ass up.
How about to Meridian?
To dreams and family.
To whatever's next, may it be beyond our imagination.
It's my toast, and it's to the vanquished.
Here, then.
Do we need a pub, mate?
You actually picked a Krogan ambassador, and Morda even. Couldn't be prouder to call you a friend.
No,
Wonder what other kind of trouble we can get up to.
I'm sure you've got plenty of trouble
Always
left
looking
in
for
you.
the next fight, aren't you, old man?
Gotta admit, old habits die hard. And mine have had a long time to settle in.
Any more war stories, old man?
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a piejack scratch its butt?
Tell me more about fighting Cat.
Ascendant. Keep your distance. Don't let him get you in those force fields. Pop that little orb, then shoot him in the head, just like anything else.
Yeah, I get that. They're not all that.
Tell me about the first time you fought someone.
That'd be my first battle. It was during the Krogan rebellions. I was just some snot-nosed brat back then, but my mother wanted me to get experience. At first, it was the best day of my life. And then my mother died on the battlefield.
Oh, that's sad.
I'd like to hear more about your mother.
She was one of the last great warlords of her generation. When my mother fell, we all did. All my people held on, sought revenge, but we splintered. Between that and the genophage, we changed. Not for the better.
Well, we can change that here.
Out here offers a chance for a new start, to rebuild things.
You're so young. After everything I've seen, my people are tired, Ryder. We haven't had hope like that in a long time. But maybe here, with you, we'll find some.
That's nice.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Yeah, for those not in the know, the genophage is something that stops Krogan from breeding at their natural rate. It's a horrible thing to witness, but it stops them from destroying the entire galaxy, and you know, a horrible solution for a
Hail
big
the
problem.
Archon Killer.
I'd rather not you
I
call me
heard
that.
It was touch and go, but you really rose to the occasion.
Don't call me the Archon Killer.
Not much choice when your back's against the wall.
Remind me never to piss you off.
You and Callow seem to argue a lot.
Out with it already. What's the deal with you and Callow? Anything I should be concerned about?
Twist my arm, why don't you? It's contrasting styles more than anything. He's a blueprint guy. I'm gears and guts. Got ink on his digits, not grease up to his elbows. If you didn't have me to balance him out, you might be in trouble. Heck, maybe that goes both ways.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Yeah. Every once in a while he starts an argument with Callow, and Callow designed the ship and this guy keeps it running. And they don't like it when one of them changes anything to the other side's idea. Hey Vetra, how's Victory treating you?
Still thinking about the Turian arc. Mason and Avidus.
That was a while
I
ago.
hope Avidus is doing all right.
He'll be fine.
Time heals all wounds, as they say.
Heals the wound, doesn't erase it. You don't lose someone like that without scarring.
So why weren't you on the Turian arc?
Our dad left Palavin with us long before the arc even existed. I don't know if we really count as members of Turian society anymore. But who needs all those rules anyway, right?
Well, it's nice to meet a fellow immigrant.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Yeah, Turians are raised in a very militaristic style. Everybody does national service for quite a few years. Serves in the armed forces. Why am I looking here? Do I think there's a bug here or something? No. Yeah, so everybody knows somebody in the military, and everybody is in the military, so if you leave the planet early on, you never get to go through that, and you're completely different to everybody else there. Still got that couch, I see. You think you'd have time to clean this place up with all the hanging around we've got to do now. Vetra's room's still full of supplies. And guns. Okay. What's everyone else up to? Ah, Lexi. Don't visit you nearly as often as I should.
Ready for more tests?
Not again. Lexi, I'm fine.
Sit now, and I'll skip the blood work. Have you experienced any muscle spasms? Nosebleeds? Memory loss?
No.
I feel like my normal self.
You haven't been normal since Habitat 7. Inhale. Exhale. You should know. Professor Herrick approached me about a transfer to the Nexus. Apparently my research on Ket anatomy has been useful to the militia.
Well, if you think it's time to move on, you're certainly an expert in the field.
You could continue your studies in a low-risk environment.
I turned him down. Truth is, I've discovered I do my best work in the field. And someone has to keep an eye on you.
Well, that's nice. I have a feeling.
I'm lucky to have you here.
Yes, you are. But I'm pretty lucky too.
I have a feeling other doctors would get very annoyed at me very quickly. I do seem to keep throwing myself into harm's way. You'd be very much like Dr. McCoy after a few weeks. Good to know the toilets still have 2 entrances and exits. And no one's in the kitchen for a change. Usually Drax occupying all of it. I could go to bed for a bit. I feel like I've earned a nap. I say go to bed. This isn't my bed. Planetary Hollow, use. 100% viability. Nexus level 24, and I need 378 AVP. Andromeda viability points to level up. Not sure how I'm going to get those. Oh, I think I found another one. Oh! My pet. That's a pretty miserable little life you're living there, and I'm amazed you're not dead yet. I think I found some more of these things. No, it's not here. Okay, fine. Sam, any knock-knock jokes?
Hello, Ryder. Through Meridian, I gained insight into the Jardan, creators of the Remnant and the Angara.
Oh, yes.
Meridian's code accounts for incredible potential and infinite diversity. They weren't achieved. No creator would be content.
You think the Jardan might come back?
Unknown. They abandoned a great work, which you have reinterpreted. Against significant odds, you are home.
It is odd.
Thanks. But what's a Pathfinder without their Sam?
2 halves of a whole. In a brief time, you have suffered, triumphed, and grown. You are a new iteration of yourself, respected and recognized. I have lived it with you. I see why the unknown beckons, what it means to prevail against it. This is how one's humanity is grown. I am glad to know.
Got any knock-knock jokes?
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
Why is it so hard to find a good steak?
I don't know, Sam.
Because it's a rare medium. Well done.
Well done.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Let me guess, I've got a heap of emails. Yeah. Oh, actually quests. Dr. Aridana, families of my lost expedition asked me to convey their appreciation to you for finding their loved ones. It's always difficult when we lose people, but knowing what happened will help them begin the mourning process. I hope your next excursion has a happier ending. I think that's done. From Kerry. Historic doesn't even begin to cover it. Meridian will have entire textbooks to itself. Any interview footage you can give me before things turn upside down again? Sure. PB. No time to type. Come. Callow. Liam found this on a Nexus message board and thought it might amuse you. Attached is a vintage watercolour style painting of the Tempest grounded at Meridian, with Callow posing heroically in front of it in a scarf and old style flight goggles. Cool. I didn't imagine anyone knew what I looked like. You're the famous one these days. It's rather fetching though. If I can get a clean copy, maybe I'll put it up somewhere. That I would like to see. From PB the Embarrassed. Thank you and sorry. I shouldn't have ambushed you like that. I should have trusted that you'd be just as driven as I was to head down to past 10 and find the source of that signal. I should have been more collaborative and more of a team player. Guess I have some growing up to do. Who knew? Usually when someone says it's not you, it's me, they're breaking up with you. If I actually send this, please delete upon reading. There is no delete button. I can archive it. There you go. From PB the Conqueror, don't let it go to your head. I know you've got a million people shining you on right now, so I'm here to take you off that pedestal. We're not done, Buster. There's a galaxy of secrets out there, and I'm going to get them with or without you. Your call. So lap up the praise, but do it quick before you get your ass back in gear. And get your ass back in gear. Buster. So much more to do, from Liam. Things I wrote as we walked away from the Meridian Control. This is the best sunlight I've ever felt. God damn, the Hyperion hit hard. But it's home now. Holy S-bomb. All these people are home now. I'm going to walk the whole sphere. Wonder if there's fish. Can we make fish? We brought fish. What's in that star? I think I'm going to cry and it's great. Tomorrow will be great. Let's go exploring. Instead of a list of media, there's just home as a header and a bunch of blank entries to be filled in later. Thank you from Vetra. Guess what? They want to name a gun after me. They might do one for everyone on the Pathfinder's crew. Can you imagine the lines? You trying to be funny? Nix that. Sorry, just need to work my one-liners. Good news from Suvi. Dear Ryder, I thought you'd like to know that the science team has decided to name our first Heleus Milky Way plant hybrid after you. Planet. It's not exactly viable yet. About 90% of them die shortly after germination, and those that survive tend to be sterile, but we're getting there. Okay, I just read this over and I feel like it could almost be taken as an insult, but I swear it's not. Jal. In case you haven't seen the reports, celebrations are breaking out on Aya and Haval. People are walking with a lightness to their steps, and there is even more laughter than usual. Recruitment for the Resistant has never been easier. On Vold, while the Kett are in disarray, we will take down their bases one by one until they are gone from the planet forever. People hope that one day the Vessal will be a thing of the past, and that all worlds will be like Aya. Change is coming for the Angara and the humans. We're lucky to have each other, at least that's what Ephra said. No, he really did. Ha! He'd never say it to my face. So the Vessal is the exchange rule that allows Angara to visit Aya for a limited amount of time every so often. And when we arrived, we disrupted this years-old system. Good work from Cora. We secured Meridian, gave the Archon hell, and made the cluster bloom. No Huntress team could have done better. That's because of you. I'm proud to have been your second for all this. We didn't need Golden Worlds after all, just the right person for the job. We still need Golden Worlds, Cora. Right, I think that's everything. Okay, speak with Kerry about Meridian. Kerry. Oh, the reporter. Okie dokie. Right. Oh, there's my bed. Weird. I for some reason I thought it was over there. Anyway, let's go and see what this business at Habitat 7's about. "600 years of advanced technology and we're still using ladders to get about the place." Hang on, I've not spoken to you two. Gallo.
The hell you did? You can't just undo 10 hours of work.
Arguing again.
I had to. Your revamp risks power imbalance between decks. Something we solved back home.
It's twice as efficient. Just because it doesn't match your sainted specs.
And now it does. As you say, deal with it.
Callow.
I know, just please don't let this distract you.
Always bickering, you two. Told you, Gil and Callow, they just don't get on.
Liam says he's planning a movie night.
Is he?
That's the idea.
He's putting it off because
It didn't seem right after seeing the exaltation facility. But now there's a delay. I had a thought. Every vid's better with snacks, right?
Yes, everything's better with snacks.
I found an Angaran recipe for these little morsels you can make from a local Heleus plant. But it's rare and...
I need to go on a quest. Yeah.
Oh, would you? I'd love to, you know, be social and things.
Movie night snacks. Okay, I like the idea of movie night, and I feel like it's about time we started doing that kind of thing on here. Right. Ah.
We're in stable orbits.
Meridian, the giant black golf ball of sainthood. A holosphere protecting a controlled and malleable environment, Meridian is a technological marvel, hub for the Vault network and home to the growing centre of human settlement in Heleus. And you can actually dock with it. You're actually landing on in the Hyperion.
Anomaly on sensors.
Oh, it's a new solar system. I thought it was somewhere we'd been. We just couldn't see it because, you know, Scourge. Well, there's the anomaly. Comet Jarov, these. I was looking for comets. Well, I'm not keeping a list of them. I am going to stop people from naming them by themselves, though. It's going to be the same crappy animation as the rest of them, isn't it? Yep, giant chunks just falling off like it's nothing. Ooh, titanium. Nom nom. Logged by its Angaran name, this comet has a highly irregular orbit that brings it back into systems at unexpected intervals. Can't connect to server, so network features for this application are available. Thanks, PlayStation. It's also highly irradiated. Interesting. Must have been somewhere interesting. That's 77. Looks terrestrial, don't see any rings, or a moon for that matter. Green and cloudy, could be Earth-like, could be habitable.
I'm picking up something.
Are you now? Abnormally cool for a planet so close, in relative terms, to a Type B star. 77 is a mountainous desert world with a nitrogen-heavy atmosphere. Surface temperature 425 degrees. I'd have said that first. What we got?
Anomaly found.
Mountain. Tallest on the planet, is distinct in size and shape from its neighbours. Scans detect minute traces of element 0 embedded in the rock. Ooh, plot device. Nom nom. It's the stuff that makes you, if you add an electrical charge to it, it makes your mass equal 0, making fast and light travel possible within the physical laws that we understand today. Doesn't really solve the time dilation problem though, because the closer you are to the speed of light, the greater the relative speed of time is between you and your origin point.
Anomaly detected.
That is a moon and a half, isn't it? It's quite close in too. Earth's actual moon is very, very far away. It looks close, but it's not. It's like 3 days travel at in the fastest ship we have today. Well, there's the anomaly. What can you tell us about the planet? Nickel and cobalt surface of 76 is hot enough to melt any other metals. A few deposits turn molten and re-solidify with the change of the seasons. 959 degrees. Wow.
Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Aluminium. Nom nom nom. 976 degrees aluminium though. Not sure how easy that is to mine. But apparently we did. Also, a planet numbered 76. Good for Fallout fans. Or America fans, to be fair. 1776 and all. I'm sure that's an important date in their calendar. Anyway. Another terrestrial world. Looks a bit chilly. Minus 17 degrees. I've been camping at minus 17 degrees. I mean, staying in bothies in Scotland with a bag of coal to cook, but yeah. Vast clouds of dust in Roha's atmosphere have left its frigid surface in a state of eternal midnight. This is extremely likely to be related to Roha's proximity to the Scourge. I mean, it could just happen anyway. It really could. Blame the Scourge on everything. Power Zone 9. I want to say that the reason this one's number is so much lower than the other two is because it was seen first, which makes me think it's going to be a gas giant. Easier to detect at a distance. Although now I see it, it's obviously a terrestrial world.
Anomaly detected.
What's that word that describes a planet's appearance? Albedo, the amount of light it reflects from its parent star. That would give it away. Its orbital path is poised to take it on a centuries-long journey deep into the Scourge. Observing the results should provide invaluable scientific insight. Orbital period 870.7 years. Yes. What's this, a river?
Probes launched. Anomaly found.
A crevasse. A small number of remnant bots patrol the base of this vast canyon. Our sensors cannot locate anything else of value, however. Whatever the bots are guarding may be long gone. Huh. Maybe we just can't see it yet. Maybe it'll become apparent as it hits the Scourge. Who knows? Okay. The world is waiting on Ericsson. Oh yeah. Habitat 7. Sam's been really secretive about this. I don't like it when he keeps secrets about me because he literally lives inside my head. I have a voice in my head telling me what to do. I can see why those terrorists were so concerned about this. But I don't like it when he does this. It annoys me. Right, it's buried in the Scourge somewhere, isn't it? It was something about us being at 100% viability on all the other worlds, so what's going on? I didn't realise it had a large moon and ring system. I think I noticed the rings, actually. Well, why'd you call me out? We're here.
So, back at Habitat 7. What am I supposed to see? And what's it got to do with 100% viability?
I'm getting initiative signals, magnetosphere charges, and atmosphere probes.
The vault here remains non-functional,
Oh.
but with 100% viability to invest, we've begun terraforming this world with initiative technology.
Oh, forgot we could do that.
Hard way. It'll eventually be a home too, thanks to you.
Oh, well done. I think Dad would be very proud of us.
My father would like that.
There is one more item, Pathfinder. Opening channels to the Nexus, Meridian, Prodromos, Detaeon, Tevuni, New Tachanka, and Initiative allies. By unanimous vote, this world is to be renamed. Habitat 7 is now listed astronomically as Rider 1.
Oh dear.
Your world, Pathfinder. Their future.
I don't like the idea of naming a planet after me. It feels very responsible. Okay, thanks. Cheers. Is that it? I thought I was going to get to land on it. Because, oh well. Regular terraforming takes absolutely centuries, even with the technology of the time of Mass Effect. It's, yeah. Pumping carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, etc. Getting it to the right temperature and all that fun stuff. And making a self-sustaining oxygen cycle and nitrogen cycle and all that stuff. What's that? Oh, it's that satellite we found. Yeah, it's still called Habitat 7, mate. You didn't really update it. Rider 1, indeed. Okay, what are these other quests we need to do? We need to speak to Kerry, don't we? Journal. Allies and relationships. Liam Costa, go to Prodromos. Oh, that's actually quite close. Let's do that. Is he actually finally doing movie night and he's not even doing it on the ship? Oh yeah, I turned on the helmets. I feel like I regret this decision now. You shouldn't need to wear your helmets on this planet. Game. Settings? Gameplay. Rider's helmet as equipped, off in conversations and gameplay. Okay. Same for everybody else. There you go. Don't know why you'd wear a helmet. Lovely weather. Right, Liam, what's the thing you want to show us, and why is it over here away from the town? Have you made a statue of me? Have you made a sandcastle of me? Because that's even dumber, and it's the kind of thing I expect from you. After that stunt you pulled.
This will be great.
Great for what? What are you doing? Oh no. Those are football nets.
Prodromos is suited up and ready to host.
Ready for the exchange, Pathfinder.
Oh.
Grab your civvies. Going to get hot.
Of course. We travelled to another galaxy.
How did you do all this?
And you brought football with us.
Much. A ball, flat ground. Hustle would start games at refugee camps. I didn't get it then, but after Meridian and the shit with Varan's rescue, I wanted to try something low tech. What do you think?
People seem to like it. I'm personally indifferent.
It's good to get people's minds off of all the crap we go through.
Not just that. I didn't do it to distract them. We don't get distracted. We go head on. When it's life or death, you have to. No one's living or dying because of this. They're here because they want to be. I didn't get how important that is. Maybe that choice is how we stop being outsiders. Check the play! Free kick for charging. No charge for matchmaking. What?
I think they appreciate it.
We're lucky to have you.
You better believe it. You too, Ryder. You're a jerk sometimes, but as Pathfinder, this is because of you. Switch up. Ready to get in the game?
No.
To tell the truth, I'm not much of a player.
Yeah, me neither.
No, I'm not going to subject you people to me playing football. And it's gone. Okay, right. Good, I suppose. I mean, if they want to set it up again, it's quite straightforward. I don't know why they didn't just leave it here. There you go. We've brought football to another galaxy. May God have mercy on their souls. Right, Tempest. Find a plant on Aya for Suvi. Okay.
Ryder, could we chat?
Sure, Carlo, what's up? Have you and Gil finally made friends? He's going to straight up crash on me again. Well done. Oh, I think it has. Oh no. Either that or the recording software's... Nope, PlayStation's giving off a lot of heat. Oh dear. Oh.
A real victory. Our Ark back at the Nexus. I'd almost given up hope.
That was a while ago. Yeah.
The Ket won't touch the Parchero again. The militia will see to that.
It's horrible to think of Solarians in Ket hands, but at least our Pathfinder made it. Thank you, Ryder. I mean it truly. If you ever need a favor, just ask.
You and Gil, that's the problem.
I couldn't help overhearing you and Gil. It sounded pretty heated.
He likes redesigning things, but the ship was built this way for a reason. I wish Gil would respect that. It's nothing to concern yourself about, really.
You seem to know a great deal about this ship.
If you helped to build the Tempest, you must know plenty about her.
Just about everything. By memory. It was quite the effort to get her working. The initiative needed absolutely up-to-date technology, which we all had to coordinate, and some of it was rather tricky to acquire.
Acquire?
Buy. Legally and above board, of course. Yes. Sadly, the other Pathfinder vessels were lost when the Scourge hit the Nexus. The Tempest is truly unique.
That's, kind of troubling to say that we had, what, 4 of them, and now there's only 1. The rest of them didn't even leave the docking bay. It doesn't fill me with confidence. What else can you tell me about the ship?
Tell me something else about the ship.
Her engine's based on the Ark's Odyssey drive, which got us through dark space. The core takes the static electricity it generates and stores it in capacitors. We basically make our own power supply. It took Serena and Tion weeks to get it working on a smaller ship. And a few electrical shocks.
I'm sure that was fun. Now I understand why you don't have any hair.
You know where I'll be.
I feel like I should have spoken to my crew more often, because that kind of dialogue belongs in a very earlier part of the game. Okay. Aya. Okay, I'm guessing we're going to the market. Excuse me. I was told that people around here were a bit more cheerful these days. I'm not really seeing it yet. Hello. Any new holographic messages? Yeah, apparently. Members of the Elgar and Jace bloodlines have announced they are joining. The union has occurred because of a marriage between sons from each families. The families express great happiness at this joining and are consulting on an inclusive name for their newly extended bloodlines. Apparently, that's how that works. The Nexus Ambassador has announced the delivery of 2 gifts to Aya. The first is a cultural and historical exhibit of artifacts from the Milky Way galaxy. The second gift is one of the Omnitool devices used by the Pathfinder, which we've been encouraged to develop for our own use. Severe weather reminder. The government's office reminds Aya's citizens and visitors that we're entering a cycle of each year when the weather patterns become unpredictable. Take precautions against the possibility of sudden and severe storms. I think I've read this one. Right, let's go find this plant. Hello, everybody. No need to all thank me at once. You're all very welcome. Is it my imagination, or is the place actually seeming a little more habitable? Display stand. What's this? Memorial garden. We rose from nothing to touch the stars, made homes on many worlds. Do not mourn what the Ket stole from us, celebrate what still remains. All things reach their end and make way for new life to fill the void. The worlds and people we lose will return in time. Family grows forever. We dedicate this garden to those who are not here with us, but who will one day return. This place is for them. Okay. Pardon me. Aha. Are you the nice one who didn't shout at me? Doesn't look like you sell plants.
We're still good.
Ah, good. Okay. Unique items? Tav Arv plants. Nutritious plant which, properly dried and prepared, is given to Angaran children as a snack. Sell all my junk to you. What else do you sell? Anything? Minerals, tech materials and biomaterials. Consumables. And that's it. Okay, cool. Excellent. Are you selling anything of interest?
Something I can do for you?
No.
I'll get moving.
Right, is there anybody we should talk to around here? Let me just check the map. They're not showing on the map, but that's not necessarily the case. I think my crew only shows on the map when they're on Tempest. They're usually hanging around the pub. Have a drink. I feel like I've earned. I will have a drink, please.
I'd like a drink.
Down in one. There you go. That's how we do things in computer games. Drink the entire lot in one go. Toodaloo.
That's all for now.
We'll come back anytime.
Well, that was fun. How are you two lads doing? I feel like I've almost started to forgive Liam. BB's now the bigger idiot.
Some of the Angara know.
Know what?
About the Jardin?
It's on their faces. Like shock after an earthquake.
I mean, Jal seems to be taking it quite well, actually.
It's a big adjustment, but they've proven themselves masters of adaptation.
Easy to say. Kind of changes everything, doesn't it?
Drac. How's it going? Oh, he's vanished.
These Angara are stronger than they look.
That's a hell of a compliment. Have you been fighting?
Getting into trouble, Drac? Do I need to keep you on the ship?
Not what I meant. Just thinking it can't be easy to be Angara under the Ket's boot. Old Krogan like me can relate.
Right, I think Lexi and BB is in the museum most of the time when she's here. I don't think anybody else is around. Where is the museum entrance anyway? There's about 4 of them. This is just a door for the sake of having a door there. Good. It's not very wheelchair friendly, this planet, I'll be honest. Ah, here we are. This is the embassy. No, I'm in the wrong place. How's the governor doing? Ah, you talking to my favourite person?
The Pathfinder warned him to stop antagonizing the Angara. Would you have our plans damaged by the tantrums of one scientist?
Oh, that git.
Careful, Riala. Len is a valued member of our community. We'll discuss this later.
Indeed. Everybody seems to argue with that guy. I can see why.
Pathfinder, what can I do for you?
How's the Jardin revelation coming
How
on?
did the Jardin factor into the new alliance?
Between you and I, we all stumbled onto something much bigger than us. We'll have to be even more careful. If these Jardin ever show up, we need a plan.
A plan?
What happens when they find someone new on their turf? They were formidable enough to create an entire civilized species. Not someone I want as an enemy.
I haven't really thought of it that way.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
Glad to know somebody's seeing it from various different angles. Ooh, that's an odd map of a thing. Reynolds. Reynolds, have we met?
The ambassador's messages are overflowing again.
No, we have not. Okay. Toodaloo.
Ryder, could we chat?
Sure. I was only going to talk to Suvi anyway. What's on your mind now, mate?
I don't believe it. Gills reconfigured our entire nav array. O'Connell risked a dozen spacewalks putting that in place. Damn it.
Callow, don't.
Take the helm. I've had enough of this. You don't give a damn what my team and I went through to build this ship.
No, I don't. I care about us surviving out here, and if that means redesigning...
You don't have the right.
He's the chief engineer. Stop arguing.
Knock it off, both of you. Sure. Once he gets off my back about how I work on the Tempest.
You weren't here. We had to get all kinds of new tech working in a single starship. 50-hour shifts, epiphanies, accidents. Humans can forget. Solarians can't. To me, it's all still happening. My team is here. Stripping down the Tempest like some broken radio risks everything they suffered to build. Their legacy.
I get that, Callow, but as you say, Solarians experience the world very different to humans, and we're reacting to what the situation is now, which is something that nobody planned for.
If he had the Tempest up on blocks, I might see it.
Look, Callow, your people did a great job, but they're dead.
Whoa.
And they couldn't have anticipated half the problems in Heleus. Like the Scourge.
Could have put it a bit more
If we
smoothly
don't
than that.
adapt, we'll die too. Is that what you want their legacy to be?
Gutting a complex ship out in space isn't adapting. It's irresponsible and disrespectful.
Callow, I know you're upset and you did do a lot of great work, but we're only flying because Gil is tweaking the ship.
The Tempest is ours now. She has to serve our mission first in whatever capacity we need. Gil, change whatever you have to.
I wonder, in time, will strangers be treating your achievements so carelessly?
Peace and quiet, finally. Thanks, Ryder.
Okay, show's over. Back to it.
You could have been nicer to the man. Right. Always breaking up fights on this ship. Anyway, I better go apologise to him.
Well, Ryder does lead us to interesting places.
Think there's anywhere more interesting than Meridian?
If there is, we'll find out.
Callow.
A foolish thing to get angry over, isn't it? I suppose the Tempest is just like any other ship, to be taken apart and put back together. Or she will be, once Gil's had his way.
He'll treat her right, don't worry. He's looking after our best
Gil's
interests.
upgrading the Tempest, not scrapping her. She's in good hands.
I wish I could believe you. But perhaps... Anything else?
Go on, tell us a story. It makes you feel happy.
Tell me something else about the ship.
I'm sorry, Ryder. I don't really feel like reminiscing.
That's fair. Is there anybody in the ship you do like?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Well, I can't talk about Suvi. She's sitting right there.
I'm not listening. You can say whatever you like.
She was listening then.
No, I'm not falling for that again.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
I feel like he just needs to... what's the word? Simmer for a bit? No. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Gil's not very nice, but he's right, unfortunately. Suvi.
I found that plant you wanted.
Popcorn
Great.
time.
I'll give the recipe a try when I'm off duty. I've already got ideas for how to jazz it up.
Don't make it
And I'll
poisonous.
keep working on Mr. I don't like movie nights here to come along.
I like them. Just not when Gil is glowering at me.
Oh, his head animation didn't quite work then. Right. Movie night's taking a hell of a tumble. Right. We need to finish off our last... what's it? Media interview, which is on the Nexus, which is... right next door. Excellent. Not on Haval. Yeah, we get a new landing animation because the what's it? The Hyperion's not here anymore. It's over on Meridian. Right, let's find this let's find this reporter. Yes. She's usually easy to spot, waving me down, standing around, making a nuisance of herself. I say that, I can't see her. I wonder where she is. Is she up in next control somewhere? Hey people.
Hello, this is Director Jared Kent. I would like to extend a warm welcome to all our new Asari colonists.
Oh, you remember that hitting rocks?
And let's all celebrate yet another sign of our continued.
Oh, you remember that,
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal.
oh, you remember that side quest hitting rocks for science where we ultimately had to explore the entire Heleus Cluster in order to find these unique rocks? And, you know, we're going to dangerous places all over the place. You know what the prize was for handing that one in? 200 credits. That was it. That's all we got. Where are you? It's usually hollering me down from somewhere. Addison, not spoken to you since Meridian. How's it going?
Something you want, Pathfinder? I am legendarily busy thanks to you and Morda.
How is the ambassador working out?
There have been some tables flipped in anger and in celebration, and seemingly completely at random. Still, it's worth it for Tan's continued blanching. Solarians can get very pale.
That was the idea.
So, what can I do for you?
How's the kid, by the way?
Any word from Dr. Kennedy now she's on Prodromos?
She's as difficult as she always was, which is how it should be. Andromeda isn't supposed to change everything.
You two seem very different.
I met Jean at a university bar. She was talking libertarian and drinking vodka slimes. I instantly hated her. An hour later, we were back-to-back fighting half a lacrosse team, and somehow she hadn't started it. I bet there's someone like that on your ship. They drive you crazy, but for some reason, you just click.
Yep, pretty much all of them.
Oh, yeah. Some people just... yeah.
Then you understand. Life is so... safe without those kinds of people. Some might say better, but they're not in the initiative.
Alright, toodaloo.
Director Addison?
Goodbye, Pathfinder.
I'm glad that my decision's making her life more difficult. Vlad, how's it going?
Good afternoon, Pathfinder. Or morning. I can keep time according to any of the worlds we've detected.
Yes, good.
Director Addison finds it annoying.
I can't imagine why. Right, I don't think we have anything interesting to say to each other.
Pathfinder.
I'm looking for a reporter. She's usually screaming me down from somewhere. I don't know where she is. Oop, oop, oop. Why would she be in Carlo's office? Let's go and annoy Carlo. Can you let Carlo know I'm here to annoy him? Good. It's incredibly fun for me to know that this man's suffering constantly because of my decision making. Reika, how are you doing?
Ryder, I have a confession. Since you saved me from the Archon's ship, I've worked tirelessly to justify the sacrifice made so I could live. With the Archon defeated and the Initiative's dream beginning to take root, well, I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, enjoy it while we can, I think.
Let yourself feel that. We all have cause for celebration.
Alec would be proud. His dream lives on in you and thrives.
That's delightful. Toodaloo.
Nice talking with you, Reika.
I am at your disposal, Ryder.
Where is Callow? Ah, at his desk as always. Not Callow. Tan.
The Asari seem happy just to be alive, but the Nexus is running out of places to put them.
I know. The outposts can't come fast enough.
What do we do in the meantime?
Would they be willing to go back into stasis?
After what they've been through? You get to ask them.
I see your point. Just double them up in whatever quarters we have.
Easier said than done.
Most people wouldn't mind sharing with an Asari.
Ryder, I won't pretend I'm not disappointed. I'd hoped your choice for ambassador would go differently.
You gave me the choice.
Called it as I saw it.
Yes, but a Krogan, Morda, empowered. I cannot. I do not. Let's not talk about it. Did you have some other business?
No, I just wanted to see you squirm. It's fun.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
My pleasure. I see great things in our future.
I see a lot of arguments and hard work for you. Enjoy that. Right, no reporters in here, which is not terribly surprising. I think I'm going to have to use the map marker, to be honest. She's usually quite easy to find. Or is she at the far end of this room? Possibly. That's not her, is it? Nope. Davis Carr, no, you have nothing interesting to say. Sid, nice to see you back at work. Where the hell is this reporter? Okay, map time. Path of a Hero, there you go. Yep, pretty sure I'm in the wrong place. Why don't you just tell me where you are, woman? Excuse me. Kerry!
You're here. I'll give you my entire chocolate ration for an interview about Meridian.
I would like some chocolate, thank you.
Done. I'm down to the ones with strawberry goop in the middle.
I like those.
So, Meridian's real. A promised land. You did it. The Hyperion's a mess, but that crash site does mean humans have a claim to Meridian.
It's a port, nothing more.
Technically, yes. But practically, our allies will always be welcome.
It's good to have that on the record. I'm headed out there soon. Documenting Meridian could be a lifetime's work, even for an Asari. I can't wait to get started. Meridian. Now that's history in the making.
Indeed. Okay, well, that's pretty much it. That's the entire game. There's a few little fetch quests that we have outstanding, but I'm not going to bother. So, that's Mass Effect Andromeda, the fourth game in the series. Well, fourth major game in the series anyway. Totally separate story to the first three, and expected to have a sequel sometime in the next year or two, depending on how much time and effort BioWare are willing to put into it. So, as always, if you have been, thank you for watching. I've been Wolverine. This has been Mass Effect Andromeda. Toodaloo.